Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are discussing velocity and acceleration analysis of 4-bar mechanism by graphical method. Let us discuss some more problems on 4-bar mechanism. A problem statement is like this. A 4-bar mechanism shown in figure determine the acceleration of point C and angular acceleration of link 3 when crank 2 rotates at 20 radians per second. The link lengths are O2, O4 is 200 millimeter, O2A is 150 millimeter, AB is 450 millimeter, O4B is 300 millimeter, and the distance from O4 to C is 200 millimeter. And this rough diagram is given in the problem itself. Now, as a solution part, first we need to read the problem, then we need to draw the configuration diagram. The first step of doing solution is, after getting a problem statement, we need to draw the space diagram. The another name of space diagram is configuration diagram. To draw the configuration diagram, let us take scale 50 mm is equal to 1 unit. Let us take 1 unit is equal to 1 centimeter. So all the lengths are given. O2, O4, 200 millimeter is given. So divided by scale, that is 50 mm, this gives us 4 centimeter. O2A is given 150 millimeter, divided by 50 means 3 centimeter. AB is 450 is given, divided by 50 9 centimeter. Similarly, we convert all the links lengths divided by scale to get the diagram in appropriate dimension. So these are the dimensions we got. Let us draw the configuration diagram using solid edge software, but I suggest students kindly draw the velocity diagram and acceleration diagram, space diagram on book using geometrical instruments. Now, to draw the space diagram, O2, O4 is 200 millimeter. If you convert it to scale, I type scale here first as a solution part. Scale 150 mm is equal to 1 unit. That 1 unit means 1 centimeters actually we are taking. This is the scale for configuration diagram. This is for configuration diagram or space diagram. So let us draw the space diagram first. I take line. The fixed link is O2, O4. O2, O4 is 200 millimeter is given. So if you convert it to scale, we get 4 centimeter. And then we have O2A, the crank at an angle 120 degree. The crank length is 150 millimeter. So if we take scale, we get 3 centimeters at an angle 150 millimeters. Then take compass in your geometry box. This length AB length is given 450 millimeters, divided by 50 means 9 centimeters we get. So using compass, measure 9 centimeters and cut an arc. Similarly, O4B we have 300 millimeters. 300 millimeters for a proper scale, we get 6 centimeters. So keeping at this point 6 centimeter as a radius, we need to cut this arc. So by joining this with the intersection of these two arcs, we get point B. I take a little bit zoom over here. We need to join a lines from this to intersection of these two arcs and back to the fixed point. So here we have O2 and this is O4. This is point A and point B. And point O4C is 200 millimeters given. If you convert it to scale, we get 4 centimeter. So keeping this as a center, 4 centimeter radius, cut an arc. So this will be the point C. And make sure all the alphabets in configuration diagram, they use uppercase. And this O2 O4 link is fixed, so mention it by drawing a hatched line. This angle is 120 degree, and it's rotating clockwise. This crank is rotating anti-clockwise with, as given in problem, crank 2 is rotating anti-clockwise with 20 radians per second angular velocity. So this is the space diagram. Now using the space diagram, we need to draw the velocity diagram. The second step is velocity diagram. So to draw the velocity diagram, we need to get the dimension. So as a step 2, to draw the velocity diagram, let us calculate the known velocity. They has given the link 2 is rotating at a angular velocity of 20 radians per second. So you can convert angular velocity to linear velocity by multiplying the length of the link. So angular velocity is 20 radians per second, and the length of the link is 150 millimeter. Convert that into meters by dividing 1000. So we got 3 meters per second as a velocity of point A, which is on crank, that is, which is on link 2. So this is a absolute velocity, since the velocity of point A with respect to fixed point O2 is called as a absolute velocity. So VA will be 3 centimeters line. So let us draw that velocity diagram as a second part. So velocity diagram now. So for velocity diagram, let us take scale 1 meter per second is equal to 1 centimeter or 1 unit. So this is the scale for velocity diagram. Now to draw the velocity diagram, the crank is rotating anti-clockwise, hence the first vector VA, the velocity of point A with respect to O2, that is absolute velocity, will go in this direction, and that should be perpendicular. And we know the magnitude and as well as direction of the VA. So the magnitude is 3 meters per second. So I'll take it as a 3 centimeter line, and this line should be perpendicular to the crank. So perpendicular to this line should be perpendicular to crank. So using set square, you can get this perpendicular line. Match one of the sides of the set square with this link and draw a perpendicular line. And in previous video, I have shown how to take the perpendicular line and parallel line using geometrical instruments. You can refer those videos also. And in velocity diagrams, all fixed points will be considered as a common point. So O2, O4, we have two fixed points. So O2, O4 will be considered as a common point. And this will be the end of point A. So this vector represents VA, 3 meters per second. Now, the velocity of point B with respect to A will be perpendicular to this link. But we don't know the magnitude, the direction will be perpendicular to this link. So let us draw a perpendicular line of certain length line from this VA point. Okay, from this end point, we need to draw a line which is perpendicular to this VA. That is, now see, the angle between these two is 90 degree, and this vector is what? Perpendicular to crank. So that is also 90 degree. Just for your confirmation, I am showing. And the link for what we have O4B, for that also we don't know the velocity of point B with respect to O4, but we know the direction. So simply we need to draw a certain length line, and this line must be perpendicular to link 4. That is, the angle between these two should be 90 degree. 86 we are getting, that means it's not perpendicular. So perpendicular, this line must be perpendicular to this link. Now we can check these two is at an angle 90 degree. Yes. So, and this is O4B vector. So this line must be start from O4. The point O4 is here. So now we can see here two vectors are intersecting at this end, at this point. So this will be now the required point B. Hence, this vector will become now velocity of point B with respect to A, and this will be the velocity of point B with respect to O4. So VB we can call it as. And if coming to direction of these velocities, we can draw the velocity of VA will be in this direction, and velocity of B with respect to A will be in this direction, and therefore the velocity of VB will be in this direction. I can trim this extra projection line. Now this completes the velocity diagram, of which we was knowing the magnitude and direction of VA, the direction of VBA, and direction of VB. So now by measuring the length of these two, we can get the velocity of these two. Now by measurement, the length VB we are getting 4.3 centimeters. See, we are getting 4.3 centimeters, and velocity of VBA is equal to 39 millimeter. That means 3.9 millimeters. So by this we can, what we can state, we can calculate by measurement velocity of point B will be the length of vector O4B, that is 4.3 centimeters. We have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meters per second, so 4.3 meters per second. Similarly, velocity of point B with respect to A, that is the length of vector AB, we got 3.9 centimeters, so the velocity is 3.9 meters per second. So this completes the second step, velocity diagram. Now the third step is we need to draw the acceleration diagram. So to draw the acceleration diagram, we need to find the radial component and tangential component of acceleration. Let us take the first radial component of link BO4. The formula for radial component is the velocity of that link square divided by the length of that link. So radial component of BO4 is equal to square of the velocity of link BO4 divided by length of link BO4. So by measurement we got 4.3 as a velocity, and 300 millimeter is the length of the link. If you convert into meters, that is 0.3, and 61.63 will get the radial component. Similarly, the tangential component, for which we don't know the magnitude, but we know the direction, always the tangential component will be perpendicular to radial component. The radial component is also called as centripetal component or normal component. Now, the radial component of link O2A will be the velocity of that link, that is 3 square divided by length of that link is 150 millimeters given, so 0.15 meters. So 60 meters per second is the radial component of acceleration of crank. And here, since there is rotating a uniform velocity, there is no angular acceleration, therefore we don't have tangential component for crank. Then the radial component of acceleration of link BA, for which 3.9 is the velocity of point B with respect to A, so do the square of that divided by length of link, that is 450 millimeter. After calculation, we got 33.8 meters per second square. Here also the tangential component of BA is unknown, the magnitude is unknown, but direction will be perpendicular to radial component. So now to draw the acceleration diagram, let us take a scale. 10 meters per second square is equal to 1 unit. Hence, what are the acceleration measurement we got? We need to convert into scale. So 61.63 meters per second will be drawn as 6.16 centimeters, and 60 meters per second square will be drawn as 6 centimeters, and so and so. So these three values what we have, we need to draw now. Let us go for the construction of acceleration diagram. So let us move on to the acceleration diagram part. And scale we have taken 10 meter per second square is equal to 1 centimeter. So to start, we know the radial component of O2A. So radial component will be parallel to the link. So the radial component of O2A is 60 meters per second. So after converting, we will get 6 centimeters. So let us draw a 6 centimeter line, and this line must be parallel to the crank, and all the fixed point will be considered in a common point, and O2 dash to represent in acceleration diagram O4 dash. These two are the fixed point, and this will be, I'll take A1. This is the acceleration of point A. Now acceleration, the radial component of BA is known. The radial component of BA will be 33.8 meter per second. Hence, after converting into the scale, we get 3.38. So let us draw a 3.38, that means 33.8 millimeters line, and this line should be parallel. So this line should be parallel to link BA, because the radial component will be parallel to link BA, and that should pass from the end point of this A1. Now the tangential component we need to take for link BA, and we don't know the magnitude of tangential component, but the direction will be perpendicular to the radial component. So for which I simply draw a perpendicular line to the radial component. I will label it. So this is the radial component of A, so this is the direction of what you have taken. So acceleration of A, I can call it as acceleration of A. Now here we have the acceleration of radial component of BA and tangential component of BA. But we don't know the magnitude of this tangential component BA, let it be as it is. If you further move, we have a magnitude of the radial component of link B4. The acceleration, the radial component acceleration of link B4 is 61.63. 61.63. See, here we have 61.63, that means 6.16 centimeters. So for that, let us draw 6.16 centimeter line, and that should be parallel to BO4. And if I move this line should be start from O4. Where is point O4? The point O4 is here. Now the tangential component of this BO4 is unknown, so I'll use of dashed line, but the direction is known, that is perpendicular to this radial component. See, we are drawing a perpendicular line to the radial component. The intersection of these two, it gives now the point B1. I can take it as a B1. If you join this intersection with O2, that will be the acceleration of point B. Intersection to O2. So this is acceleration of point B. By this measurement, this completes the acceleration diagram. Now we need to take measurement to find the unknown accelerations. So let us take one by one. This vector what we have, so this vector is right now the acceleration of B is going in this direction, and this is the radial component of B, and here we have the tangential component of B, and now if you take the zoom of this, here we have this the tangential component of BA. I will trim the unwanted line now. These two, if I trim the interior part, what we have here, so this is the tangential component of acceleration BA. Now let us go for the measurement of these lines. The tangential component of B, this is the radial component of B, and this is the tangential component of B. So if you take the measurement of the tangential component of B, we are getting 3.8 centimeters. 3.8 centimeters, and tangential component of B with respect to A. The tangential component of B with respect to A is this measurement, that is almost 11 mm, 10.93, that is almost 11, 1.1 centimeters I can take it as. So here we have 3.8 centimeters and 1.1 centimeters. Hence what we can conclude by measurement, the tangential component of B will be 3.8 centimeters multiplied by scale, that is 10, so 38 meters per second square. And tangential component of acceleration of point B with respect to A will be 1.1 centimeter multiplied by 10. The scale factor gives us 11 meter per second square. So once we get the tangential component divided by the length of that link gives us the angular velocity of the link. So angular velocity of B with respect to A will be 11 divided by the length of link AB is equal to 0.45. So 24.4 radians per second. Similarly, acceleration of point B, we need to take measurement. So acceleration of point B means this line, we need to take the measurement using scale. Take a measurement of this line. We're getting 70 1.74 millimeter, that means centimeter, 7.2 centimeters we can take it. So 7.2 centimeters multiplied by scale is 10, so 72 meters per second square is the acceleration of point B. And he has asked the acceleration of point C also. Now let us take a corresponding sides ratio. So O4C divided by O4B. This is from the configuration diagram. And the corresponding acceleration diagram, if you take O4 dash C dash divided by O4 dash B dash, if you take the link length of O4B is equal to 200 millimeters. So 0.3 we can take. The link O4B will be 0.3, and we came to know that the acceleration component of B with respect to fix is 72 meters per second square. So substitute that 72 meters per second square. Finally, we get O4C dash, that is the velocity of point C with respect to O4, 48 meters per second square. That's the needed uh, solution. Hence, the final, if you draw manual diagram, the final diagram will be like this. So first you draw the space diagram like this. This is the space diagram. And then in step 2, you draw velocity diagram, VA, VBA, and VB. And as a third step, you draw acceleration diagram. So radial component ARA, ARB, ATB, tangential component is mentioned as ATBA. So finally we get the acceleration. You need to take measurement of this to find the unknowns. So this is the solution for problem number 2, what we discussed on 4-bar mechanism. Just to explain, we are using the Solidate software, but I suggest students to draw the manual diagram like this. I hope you understood. Thank you.